What if I told you that forgetting where you put your keys, struggling to recall a name, or feeling that your mind just isn't as sharp as it used to be, is not an inevitable part of getting older? Because the latest science says something very different. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 daily habits, backed by real research, that can protect your memory, preserve your mental sharpness, and help your brain stay strong well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. These habits are simple, they cost nothing, and most people over 60 have never been told about them. Stay with me until habit number 3, because that one surprised even the researchers who discovered it. Before we begin, a quick note. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. If you have concerns about your memory or cognitive health, please speak with your doctor. With that said, let's get into it. Habit number 1, protect your sleep like it's your most valuable asset, because for your brain, it truly is. Here's what most people don't know. While you sleep, your brain runs a cleaning cycle. It uses a system called the glymphatic system. Think of it as a kind of internal pressure wash to flush out toxic proteins that build up during the day. One of those proteins is called amyloid beta, and high levels of it are strongly linked to Alzheimer's disease. When you don't get enough deep sleep, that cleaning cycle gets cut short. The waste stays in your brain, and over years and decades, that accumulation causes damage. A study published in the journal Nature in 2019 found that even one single night of disrupted sleep led to a significant increase in amyloid beta in the brain. Just one night. Now here's what you can do about it. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Not 6, not 5, 7 to 8. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and avoid screens, your phone, tablet, or television, for at least 1 hour before bed. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone your body uses to prepare for sleep. Sleep is not laziness. For your brain, it is maintenance, and skipping it has a cost your future self will pay. Habit number 2, move your body every single day. And the bar is lower than you think. Exercise is the single most well-researched intervention for brain health. When you move, your heart pumps more blood to your brain. That increased blood flow delivers more oxygen and nutrients to your neurons. It also triggers the release of a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Scientists sometimes call BDNF fertilizer for the brain because it literally helps grow new brain cells and strengthen the connections between existing ones. Here's the remarkable part. A study from the University of British Columbia found that regular aerobic exercise increased the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory, by 2% in older adults. In a brain that was otherwise shrinking with age, exercise actually made it grow. Now you don't need to run a marathon. The research shows that 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week is enough to produce these effects. Brisk means you can speak in short sentences, but not hold a full conversation comfortably. That's the target intensity. If you have mobility challenges, chair-based exercises and water aerobics have been shown to produce similar benefits. The important thing is consistency, not intensity. Start tomorrow. Even 10 minutes counts. Build from there. Your brain will respond faster than you expect. Now here's the one that surprised the researchers. Habit number 3, stay socially connected. This might not sound like brain health advice, but the science on this is extraordinary. A 2023 review published in the journal Neurology which followed over 12,000 people for more than a decade, found that people who experienced persistent social isolation had a 27% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who maintained regular social contact. 27%. Here's why. Social interaction keeps your brain working hard. When you have a conversation, your brain is simultaneously processing language, reading emotional cues, recalling shared memories, and generating responses. It is one of the most cognitively demanding things a human being does. And just like a muscle, a brain that is regularly challenged stays stronger for longer. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a chronic stressor. It keeps cortisol, your stress hormone, elevated, and chronically high cortisol literally damages the hippocampus, the memory center of your brain. So what does this mean practically? Make one phone call today, attend that community group you've been putting off, have lunch with a friend, join a walking club, or a book group, or a local class. The specific activity matters far less than the human connection it creates. If you live alone, this habit matters even more. Social connection is not optional for your brain. It is essential medicine. Habit number 4, eat for your brain, not just your body. The connection between diet and brain health has never been clearer. The MIND diet, which stands for Mediterranean Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay, was specifically designed based on foods shown to protect the aging brain. And the results are striking. A landmark study from Rush University Medical Center found that people who closely followed the MIND diet had a 53% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Even those who followed it moderately, not perfectly, just moderately, had a 35% lower risk. The foods that this diet emphasizes are not exotic or expensive. Leafy green vegetables, at least 6 servings per week. Berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, at least twice a week. Olive oil as your primary cooking fat. Fish at least once a week. Nuts, beans, whole grains. The foods it limits are just as important. Ultra-processed foods. Red meat more than 4 times a week. Butter and margarine, cheese, fried food, and fast food. You do not need to be perfect. The research shows that even moderate adherence produces meaningful protection. Start by adding 1 handful of blueberries to your breakfast and 1 extra serving of leafy greens to your dinner. Small changes, sustained over years, add up to extraordinary results. And habit number 5, challenge your brain with something new every single week. Your brain is not a fixed organ. It is constantly changing, a property scientists call neuroplasticity. Every time you learn something new, your brain forms new neural connections. Every time you practice a skill, those connections get stronger. The key word is new. Doing a crossword puzzle every day is better than nothing. But if you've been doing crosswords for 20 years, your brain has become efficient at that specific task. It's no longer truly challenged by it. The research shows the strongest cognitive benefits come from learning activities that are genuinely novel and mentally demanding. Learning a new language, learning to play a musical instrument, taking up a craft you've never tried before, woodworking, pottery, painting, learning to use new technology, playing strategy games like chess or bridge with other people. A study from the University of Texas at Dallas found that older adults who spent 15 hours a week learning a new complex skill, like digital photography or quilting, showed significant improvements in memory, even after just 3 months. 15 hours a week, 2 hours a day. Pick one new thing this week, something that makes you feel slightly uncomfortable because you don't know how to do it yet. That discomfort is your brain growing. So, let's bring this together. 5 habits that the science says can meaningfully protect your memory and keep your brain sharp as you age. Number 1, protect your sleep. 7 to 8 hours every night. Number 2, move your body. 30 minutes of walking, 5 days a week. Number 3, stay socially connected. Make that call, attend that group. Number 4, eat for your brain. More greens, more berries, more olive oil. And number 5, challenge yourself with something genuinely new every week. You don't have to start all 5 today. Pick one, start there, build from it. If you found this useful, please subscribe. We publish new videos every week on healthy aging and living well over 60. And if someone you love could benefit from this information, share it with them today. It might be the most valuable thing you do for them this week. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, because you absolutely can.